Forget what you heard. Yeah, boy! Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Forget What You Heard. I'm Aaron.
And I'm Luke.
And today is a special day. We're starting the fantasy football season off right, man, with a nice mock draft.
Yes, sir. Mock drafted up.
Yeah, we're going to gain knowledge together. Me and Luke are going to do a mock draft. We're going to do, today we're going to do the first pick and the number one overall pick, 10-team, half-point PPR. It's going to be a beautiful thing. We're going to draft together. You know, we might butt heads. We might agree. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. And we plan on doing every draft pick from 1 to 10. We're going to, leave no stone unturned. It's going to be a fun journey.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm really excited and definitely looking forward to finally getting our first mock draft done, kind of getting these turned out. You mentioned 1 through 10 are going to be coming out. It's going to be the same format, I think, all the way around. I think it's the most used format, just half PPR, one quarterback leagues. But the roster that we're going to be drafting with is going to be 1 quarterback, 2 running back, 2 receivers, a tight end, 2 flex, and 5 bench spots. We're going to kick it off starting with the first overall pick, 10 teams. We'll kind of, discuss where our heads are with the certain pick and then kind of, fill in, who's getting taken off the board as it goes. So
we'll see how this goes.
Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum.
We're new at this, but we're going to rock it.
We're going to rock and we're going to roll. So, Clark's starting now. First overall pick, man. What do you think?
I think it's between 2 players.
Okay.
Dalvin, Cook, Christian McCaffrey. You got anyone else in mind?
Yeah, Derrick Henry, I think, is another guy.
Number 1.
Yeah, I think he's a guy you could definitely consider number 1. The reason I say that is the last 2 years he's been top 5 running back in PPR leagues. So he was number 2 in standard leagues in 2019, and he finished number 1 in standard leagues last year. So if you kind of meet in the middle there, he's a top 3, pretty solid half PPR player. So the consistency's there with D. Henry. But
he ain't going number 1.
Christian McCaffrey is my pick. You see McCaffrey on the board, you just can't pass up Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, I would agree. Let's take Christian, man. I think every game that he played last year, which wasn't very many because of injury, he scored multiple touchdowns, which is beautiful.
Yeah, his last full healthy season was 2019. He finished with 1,300 rushing yards, 15 rushing touchdowns, along with 116 receptions for 1,000 yards and 4 touchdowns. So he's a moneymaker in half PPR. If he's healthy, that's 300 points. So he's consistent and a lot of volume. So McCaffrey goes to us first. And then let's see what happens after. So Dalvin, like you said, goes number 2 here. Alvin Kamara.
Whoa, 3. I was not expecting that.
Alvin Kamara 3. Derrick Henry then goes.
Should we shout out Sleeper?
Oh, yeah.
We're using the Sleeper app. It's actually my first time. If you want to follow me, I'm Biggie Cheese 55.
And I'm Lou Camp, Lucamp.
Oh, it's BIGGIECHEEZ 55.
Yeah, I've been using Sleeper for over a year now. It's probably my favorite format to draft. It's really easy, very fluid. So shout out Sleeper, man, for giving us this platform here. Okay, so getting back, Derrick Henry goes 4, Saquon 5th.
Yeah.
You think that sounds good to you?
I mean, I wasn't expecting Kamara to go 3.
Jonathan Taylor goes after Barkley.
Tyreek Hill 7.
Wow, first receiver off.
Wait, what are these picks? How are they simulating them? Like, what is it like? Consensus from experts?
Probably, yeah.
Cool. Devontae Adams 8. Oh, our team's gonna be stacked. Nick Chubb 9.
I like that. It's a good pick.
Zeke
10. He's got the turn. Aaron Jones and
Jones.
Zeke. Nice.
Cam Akers, man. Eckler. Travis Kelce.
Like it. I like that in the second round.
DeAndre Hopkins. Stephon Diggs. DK Metcalf.
Yep. A lot of
JoJo
receivers.
Mixon.
5 receivers off in the first 17 picks.
JoJo Mixon. And Calvin Ridley.
Okay, so we're back up on the board here at the turn. So I don't know what you want to do. You could go 2 running backs here. You stack them with McCaffrey. I mean, you could take, one of the top receivers. You could take Kittle here. What are you thinking with the players available?
Well, you know me, man. I'm all about running backs, but considering we're the first pick, I would go. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. You can interchange them, but another running back and then a wide receiver.
Okay, you give me some
Because
names?
you can get a what?
What are some names you're thinking then? If you
know me, brother. I like Antonio Gibson. I like Najee. As for wide receivers, I mean A.J. Brown, Justin Jefferson. I mean, what would you do? What are you thinking?
I don't know, I'm kind of scanning it here, and I think, Gibson definitely is going to be one of our picks here. I think he kind of fell with those receivers going off the board. Because to me, like, Gibson's an early second-round pick, but we're getting in here with the last pick in the second round, so
you got to take advantage of that.
I think Gibson is our pick. I mean, if you want to go receiver with,
I want to get Najee too.
With the guys on the board
selfish?
here, I think, Jefferson is probably my pick if you go receiver.
If this was me, I would take Antonio Gibson than Najee. But what would you do in this situation? I want to hear it. I want to see what's turning in your head right now.
So I went Antonio Gibson. I just went ahead and put that down. McCaffrey and Gibson, 2 3-down guys. You can get your third with Najee. I do like that a lot, which I probably think that's where we're going to go here.
Well, so on the board right now is A.J. Brown, Najee, George Kittle, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Jefferson, DeAndre Swift, Clyde Edwards, J.K. Dobbins. Dude, if getting Najee, that running back core, sheesh.
Yeah, it's between Najee and Jefferson.
And another thing is the wide receivers are deep this year, I would say.
So let's go ahead and say we take Najee. With the 4th and 5th coming around, we can kind of tackle our receiver position there.
Yeah.
And hope that, a top 20 guy, or maybe possibly 2, kind of slip down. Because with those guys drafting receivers in the
early
5th, they might be looking at running back. So I feel like if we don't take Najee here, we're going to kind of get the boo-boo end and kind of get those late 20 ranked RBs, Josh Jacobs, maybe those guys. But if you can get Najee, let's go.
Get them while they're hot, boys.
Najee Harris.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Dang, that's a running back core for the ages.
Yeah, that's pretty
Some
wild.
workhorses there, bud.
So A.J. Brown goes right after
George Kittle. Patrick Mahomes.
In the 3rd round. Wow. That's about right.
Clyde Edwards, man.
That's a great pick. That Jefferson at 3.6. Great value. Best value so far.
David Montgomery, what?
Hey, you finished top 10 running back.
Over J.K.?
Oh, okay. Montgomery, Dobbins, Swift. These guys are going 3 RBs.
Dang it, Mike.
Mike Thomas off the board at the corner. And
Darren Wallace.
After Waller, it's Keenan Allen. Good pick. Chris Carson, Allen Robinson, Miles Sanders, Mike Evans, Josh Jacobs,
J squared,
CD Lamb. Wow,
Ooh.
early. Got him as his receiver 1. I'm not sure about it. And
Julio Jones.
Then back up on the board, McCaffrey, Antonio Gibson, and Najee Harris. We got to get receiver, man.
Yeah, it looks like some guy's staring at us, man. He's looking a little scary.
Huh. That's what you're thinking?
I'm seeing Terry McLaurin, scary Terry, man. I think he's going to really burst onto the scene with Ryan Fitzmagic. Who else we got on here? Josh Allen. We ain't taking no quarterback. That's for dang sure. Amari Cooper, Chris Godwin, Kyler Murray, Robert Woods, Lamar Jackson. I'm pretty sure we got to take...
So you feel comfortable with Terry at your receiver 1?
Yes.
And does it bother you that we have Antonio Gibson already?
No.
All right, we'll go Terry McLaurin.
Wait, who would you were thinking Amari Cooper?
No, I'm thinking scary Terry, dog.
Does it throw you off that we do already have Antonio Gibson? I'm stacking them.
I don't necessarily like to do it. I like to spread the wealth, but just in terms of receivers left, Amari Cooper could possibly be our next pick, but with the first pick, Terry McLaurin's pretty obvious pick here. So you might as well just go ahead and get it. And then, worry about who you're going to take next when that pick comes up. But right now, I know my pick's Terry McLaurin. And
I second that. Scary Terry.
So, yeah, McLaurin. And then we're up again. What do you think we should just continue to, hammer out our receiver 2 here? Or should we?
Yeah, definitely. 100%. I mean, I would feel very, very ashamed of myself if I took, Josh Allen or Kyler Murray, really.
Not going to lie, I wanted Darren Waller here. I was hoping to get Najee and then Darren Waller falls, but he's climbing up draft boards now, man.
That would be nice.
Rightfully so.
Get Terry and then draft Juarez?
Yeah, or vice versa. Or just, having Waller fall. I would have loved that. But, not really targeting tight ends now with those 3 guys off. Not going QB here. Too early for me. I think it's receiver. I think receiver's the pick here. Why not get your number 2? Looking at it, I do think Amari Cooper is the best one available. I don't know.
So it's between Amari Cooper, Chris Godwin, Robert Woods, DJ Moore. I mean, it's pretty obvious to me. I'm not a big fan of this guy. I've said a lot of mean things. But at the end of the day, this is a business, man. This is a business decision. You got to put your emotions aside. And you got to take the pooper scooper, man. Amari Cooper.
Can I make my case for Myles Gaskin?
Right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it, actually.
So, I mean, we have our 3 running backs as it is right now.
Mm-hmm.
But we have 2 flex spots. So we still have to fill up our final flex spot. I know we have a hole at receiver number 2, but looking at the names on that receiving list, I mean, you mentioned a few, but continuing off of that, Kenny Golladay, DJ Moore, Deontay Johnson, Cooper Kupp, Tyler Lockett,
Adam Thielen,
Brandon Ayuk. Those are guys I would love to have as my second receiver. I wouldn't have a problem with them starting weekly. So with that being said, you take a look at the running backs. You have Kareem Hunt, Myles Gaskin, Etienne, Chase Edmonds, Mike Davis are guys I do like. But to be able to get one of these guys as your running back 4, put them in your flex spot, and then have that security at running back in case Gibson or McCaffrey were to happen to be injured, you have a Myles Gaskin, you have a Najee Harris.
I like that thought process. You take Myles Gaskin over Kareem Hunt?
I would.
Are we sure that Myles Gaskin is the workhorse in Miami?
Yeah.
I'm not sold.
Really?
Not.
I think he's the guy, man. He showed a lot when he played.
I would take Kareem Hunt.
Myles Gaskin last year in 10 games had 580 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns, 388 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns, 41 catches. So if he plays 16 games, he's getting the same workload.
How do we know that?
We could see, 7 to 8 touchdowns, 60 catches, and over, 1,100, 1,200 yards total. And to have that as your running back 4, just the security. We know running backs tend to get injured more often, and that's how you win football leagues, is having good running backs and good depth. And getting a guy of the potential of Gaskin in the 5th round who could easily be a top 20 running back, in my opinion, if things work his way. I know it's a risky pick, but, you got to risk it. You got your, solid, not risky plays with your first 4 picks, man.
Yeah, I'm curious. This is why I'm looking forward to training camp. People moving up depth charts, you kind of get a better feel. Because, like you said, if Myles is getting that work, he's going to put up some good fantasy numbers.
So you're wanting Amari Cooper here, which works for me. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I want Amari Cooper.
So we'll go ahead and grab Amari Cooper with our second receiver, and just see how it falls, man. See what falls in our lap here.
And the reasoning behind Amari Cooper is I think the Cowboys will have one of the best dynamic offenses in the NFL. Maybe the best.
Yeah.
Dak knows how to spread the wealth, Their defense stinks. They'll be behind, It'll be a good recipe for success.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a good pick. I don't have a problem with it at all. But we see Myles Gaskin, Kareem Hunt go off the board. Kind of a little QB run with Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, Dak going all in the 5th round. And then just we're having a little receiver run as well. So players are coming off the board fast. So we'll just have to see.
Does Robert Woods usually get drafted before Cooper Kupp?
Yeah. Sure does. All right, back on the board. Kyle Pitts got picked right in front of us.
Aye.
That would have been a fun player to have here. So we got our running back spot. We got our receivers. We got 1 flex. So what are you looking at here, and what are you thinking right now?
I mean, I really like. They have Chase Edmonds there, Brandon Ayuk, Herbert, Jamar Chase, Russ Wilson, Melvin Gordon, T. Higgins, Odell, Mike Davis, Mostert, and James Robinson. What are you looking at, man? I like Jamar Chase and Brandon Ayuk.
The 2 people that caught my eye were Mike Davis and Brandon Ayuk. Right here.
Chase Edmonds doesn't interest you?
No, I'm okay.
Is that too much of a risk?
It's the 6th round, yeah. Too much of the most risk I'm willing to take is Gaskin at this point. Mike Davis has a backfield to himself. He's going to get a lot of work. And then Brandon Ayuk kind of emerged as a star. I think he is. He's kind of getting overlooked. He's a good player, possibly playing with Trey Lance. He's a great yards after the catch. He can kind of create his own. And I like Brandon Ayuk, man.
I like what I'm reading about Chase Edmonds right now.
Okay.
Cliff Kingsbury feels that running back Chase Edmonds can be an every down back in the NFL. Edmonds will enter training camp this summer as team's number 1 back. After letting Kenyon walk, he carried the ball 97 times for 448 yards and a touchdown while adding 53 catches and 402 yards with 4 more scores last year. It says, Connor will be a factor in short yardage situations and could steal some goal line looks, but Edmonds definitely has intriguing upside in PPR leagues and offense.
Yeah, I love Edmonds in PPR leagues. I do.
He's a little guy.
But with it being half PPR and James Conner still being there,
I don't know if I would take Edmonds actually, but I like what you said.
I would take Edmonds if Davis is off the board, and probably James Robinson. But I think I like those 2 guys more than Edmonds right now. And then I like Ayuk. I like Jamar Chase right now. I think we're going to wait on QB. Maybe if a tight end falls here in the next 2 picks.
So you'd pick Ayuk over Jamar Chase?
Yeah.
I would too. Yeah, I like the Ayuk and Mike Davis. I think you'll have a big cut of the pie in Atlanta there, bud.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and take Mike Davis and Ayuk here and then just see if we can get someone to fall. We see T. Higgins go right after us. Chase Edmonds just went. Odell, Bacon.
Wait. DJ Fart. Herbert.
There's
Jamar Chase.
That's tough.
Mostert. Russ Wilson.
I'm thinking we...
Woo! Javonte Williams.
Wow, I love that turn, man. I like Team 10.
Yeah, Team 10's putting in... I like their pattern they have going.
Yeah, I love it.
It actually looks like art on the Sleeper app.
Zeke, Aaron Jones, Michael Thomas, Darren Waller, Dak Prescott, Adam Thielen, Javonte Williams, and James Robinson.
Dang. Who is that?
He's good at it, man. So Sutton goes, Gordon goes. That guy's got 6 running backs.
I gotta know what's going on.
Rodgers, Ronald Jones, I do like a little bit. People think he stinks, but watch out.
Oh, who thinks he stinks? Robbie Anderson.
Twitter.
Oh, Twitter.
David Johnson. All right, back up on the board. I'm taking Dallas Goedert.
What about me?
You can have the second pick.
Dallas Goedert.
I'm taking him, dude. Big fan this year, man. He's going to be the focal point.
Yeah, I like the Goddard pick.
Yeah, I think it's a good pick. I mean, he'd be the 7th guy tight end off the board in the 8th round. Only six more spots left. I mean, we got good receivers. We've got good running backs. It's time to address tight end. I see Noah Fant. I see Dallas Goedert. I see Logan Thomas. But I like Goddard. I like Noah Fant as a prospect, as a player, but Denver has a lot of weapons. Still question marks at quarterback. But Goddard is just a safe pick, I think. Devontae Smith's going to do his thing. But Jalen Hurts just seems like a guy who's going to, as he continues to play in the NFL, he's going to be a tight end lover. And he's going to love Dallas Goedert, especially with Ertz gone, too,
Yeah. Is Ertz gone?
Yeah, he's not going to play.
He traded, or?
Yeah, Buffalo, probably.
Oh, it hasn't happened, though.
No, but it's supposed to happen within a few days, according to my reports. But I'm going to take Goddard. I don't know where your head's at. You haven't been able to come to conclusions on anyone here, but...
Yeah, it's hard. This is hard for me. I mean, I see Juju. Yeah.
Juju, Debo, Damian Harris, Leonard Fournette, Devontae Smith, Jerry Jeudy. Those are the guys I'd probably target, but...
I mean, I'd probably, in this situation... Who would you target? Juju? We wouldn't pick Debo Samuel, would we? No.
No, I'm thinking Damian Harris, Leonard Fournette, Devontae Smith, or Jerry Jeudy.
Does it put you off Devontae Smith that we just drafted Goddard?
A little bit. I mean, I like Jeudy, really.
I like Damian Harris a lot.
You do?
Yeah.
Is that where you want to go right here? Be your RB5. I'm fine with it.
But Juju looks appetizing, but I like getting a solid running back here. Because I think, it's going to be a long time before we draft again, and by then, the running back well will be dry.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, let's go Damian.
Okay, Damian Harris.
I hate the first pick, man.
It stinks, but I think we're coming out with a decent team.
Yeah, we could.
All things considered. A lot of receivers being drafted, man. It's nuts.
Lenny went, Debo went, Will Fuller, Devontae Smith, Jerry Jeudy, Tyler Boyd, Noah Fant, Juju, Trey Sermon, Brandon Cooks, Curtis Samuel, Jarvis Landry, Kenyon Drake, James Conner, Zach Moss. I wanted him again. Michael Carter, A.J. Dillon. Oh, there's a little running back. Laviska.
Ah,
Just missed him.
stinky breath.
Oh, fark. All right, we're back.
Back on it again, man.
Yeah, we're looking at Tom Brady, number 33.
That's who you like here?
No.
Yeah, Brady, Stafford, Burrow, Tannehill, Lawrence. I'm fine with either of those guys. I think we should wait.
Yeah, I think so too.
We've only got 3 receivers. We got to go receiver here. We got our tight end. We have 5 running backs. So I think maybe 2 receivers here. Unless you want to wait a little bit, but
Can one of them be Mike Williams?
yeah.
I need him.
I like Corey Davis.
Corey
too.
Davis. I was thinking those two. I don't like. They have Jalen Waddle. They have Marquise Brown, Corey Davis, Michael Gallup. Can't get him. Devontae Parker would be a good one. Mike Williams, Antonio Brown. Yeah, I think we could go Corey, the number 1 on the Jets, and then we can get Mike Williams. The second in line to Keenan Allen and over in.
What do you think about Michael Pittman? Is he too much of a risk?
Yeah, I want the sure thing.
You want the...
Because Corey Davis is the number 1 at the Jets. You can't really... I'm always looking at that, man.
Yeah,
Like a
Mike
guy that's
Williams.
going to get targeted.
So, yeah, let's go ahead and get Corey Davis and Michael Williams.
Yeah.
So that gives us a pretty sturdy, lot of upside with that Mike Williams pick as your number 5 receiver. So that's really good. And then, yeah.
Tom Brady went off the board, boys.
Yeah, that
Logan
would've been
Thomas,
nice.
Irv Smith, Matt Stank,
Uh-oh. They're starting to drop on us, man.
Mike Gesicki, Joe Burrow, Robert Tonyan, Jalen Waddle, Marquise Brown, Ryan Tannehill, Trevor Lawrence, Michael Gallup, Devontae Parker, Gus Bus Edwards, Naeem Hines, Tony Pollard,
I like the Pollard pick.
Matt Ryan, Antonio Brown, and
Okay.
we're back.
Sucked us dry of the quarterbacks, man. That stinks.
Yeah, I thought we'd one of them. I was hoping T-Law.
Any of them. Even Matt Ryan got taken. Let's see what we got around there. Deshaun Watson. Probably not. Daniel Jones, Kirk Cousins, Ryan Fitzmagic, Baker Mayfield, Darnold, Wentz, Carr, Justin Fields could be an interesting one. Jamie Winston, Tua, Big Ben. I don't know.
Dan.
What?
Dan?
We got sucked up here.
What about Dan Jones?
I think we take 2 quarterbacks.
Why? Because one of them might... Because you want Justin Fields.
I wouldn't mind taking Fields, but...
Like back-to-back right now?
But here's my thing: is we have 5 receivers, we have 5 running backs, so I think that's more than good. You're safe, you're secure. I love them, and then you got your tight end in Goddard, which I think he's going to be fine. I mean, it's going to be hard to replace him, but just the fact that we don't have a QB,
That's against my religion.
these guys down here at the bottom are kind of hit or miss, not very consistent. But if you're able to snag 2 of them, kind of play the matchups, play whoever's playing better ball at the time, you kind of have 2 guys there on your team who you can kind of interchange, and maybe one breaks out.
I would take Carson Wentz.
Wentz should be one of yours. What about Kirk Cousins?
Yeah, but this is my theory. You pick the sure thing, which is like Cousins or Wentz, and then you draft Justin Fields.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Fields or Lance. Maybe even Daniel Jones. Maybe even Deshaun Watson if you're feeling crazy.
Deshaun wouldn't be that outlandish.
Maybe Tua.
Cosby got out.
What about Ryan Fitzpatrick? Because he could be good. We could stack him with Terry McLaurin and Antonio Gibson.
Is that smart? I always thought that was dumb. Unless it's
I don't think it's dumb. I
unless
think
it's
it
like
could
the
be.
Cowboys or the Chiefs.
Yeah, but just think, like, when Fitzpatrick has those big games, 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, McLaurin has 120 and a touchdown. That's big points for your boy.
But what if he has a Fitzpatrick game?
That's true. That's the risk.
Tragic game.
Yeah. So, yeah, maybe we shouldn't, but you're thinking Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz and Justin Field would be mine. Because you know how much we've been talking about Carson Wentz, new offense, Frank Reich. He's back. He's been a top 5. His ceiling is a top 5 fantasy quarterback. We have that. And then Justin Fields' potential ceiling is high. Or would you just go very easygoing, Kirk Cousins and Wentz? That's more of a surefire, more solid.
Well, 15 quarterbacks have been drafted up to this point, and Carson Wentz probably possesses the most upside other than these rookies. So, yeah, we'll take Carson Wentz, but I'd still like to take another QB here. Whether it be Fields or someone, because with it being our last pick, we don't have a surefire QB. And Justin Fields, week 3, he becomes a starter. Everyone's rushing to the waiver wire to pick him up.
We already have him.
But you played it smart. You needed a QB. You drafted Fields for upside. He gets the job. He's on your team already. And you have your quarterback, and then you can play Wentz the way you want. You trade him, drop him for a budding star on the waiver wire. And then you just have Fields, you rock him out. So I'm down. Let's do it.
What if we pause? What if we draft Mac Jones?
He doesn't have the upside like Fields.
I'm just kidding. I'm looking at these quarterbacks. I mean, dude, there's still very solid ones out there like Baker Mayfield, Trey Lance, Daniel Jones, Tua, Fitzpatrick, Jameis Winston, Ben Roth, Derek Carr, Sam Darnold, Cam Newton. It's just, this just makes me feel good about things in my life.
Yeah, I agree. A lot of players who people are kind of scared of, but there's a lot of unknown, and they could be stars. We just don't even know it.
A lot of people wet the bed about QBs.
Yeah,
they 100%. Panic when they see that. I guess here would be a red line of just QBs going, like how we saw it. It gets sucked them dry.
Mm-hmm.
People start to panic. They don't think, you got to go look at the quarterbacks and be like, wow, there's some serviceable quarterbacks here. Like, don't just fret. Be like, don't feel like you have to. If there's a trend going on in your draft, whenever everyone's zigging, I want you to zag.
Yeah.
And draft like Damian Harris or someone cool. Or draft like, who's one of those rare gems out there? Zach Moss.
Yeah, I agree. Like when you see,
don't follow the trends. What everyone else is doing, don't do it.
Yeah.
Unless you're in a draft with me.
Yeah, there won't be much panicking if you're in a draft with Aaron, that's for sure.
Yeah, you know what I'm doing. It's very black and white. There's no gray area.
Okay, so that finishes up pick number 1. We'll run down the team. We got Carson Wentz, Christian McCaffrey, Antonio Gibson, Terry McLaurin, Amari Cooper, Dallas Goedert, Najee Harris, Brandon Ayuk, Mike Davis, Damian Harris, Corey Davis, Mike Williams, and Justin Fields. Wow.
Good.
I think we did it pretty well, man.
Let's go check out Team 10, though.
Yeah.
Dak, Zeke, Aaron Jones, Michael Thomas, Adam Thielen, Darren Waller, Javonte Williams, James Robinson, Trey Sermon, Brandon Cooks, Marquise Brown, Ryan Tannehill, and Jamal Williams.
Love it.
That's a good squad there.
I'd say I'd like every pick, really, except for the Hollywood Brown, but he could prove me wrong. But that whole team is solid. Trey Sermon, the upside of that.
And Javonte Williams, they're getting a little young there.
And then Jamal Williams, a guy who's going to have a role. And James Robinson, a guy who I really like that people are kind of sleeping on. And then Brandon Cooks as your receiver 3, I think is very nice. And then Dak and Tannehill is probably one of the best duos you can get with Darren Waller. So,
and then I'm going to do all the teams, all right?
Sure.
Slot 9, the 9th pick, Russ Wilson, Nick Chubb, Cam Akers, Keenan Allen, Robert Woods, Hunter Henry, DeAndre Swift, Kareem Hunt, Cortland Sutton, Juju Smith-Schuster, Curtis Samuel, Jalen Waddle, and Trevor Lawrence. That ain't nothing to sneeze at, man. I
No.
really like the Hunter Henry thing, but
Yeah, tight end's weak, and then, in my opinion, I would have taken a running back instead of Jalen Waddle. I mean, you have 4 really good running backs, but
you don't have any bench depth.
you need that 5th running back. But Keenan Allen, Woods, Sutton, Smith-Schuster, and Samuel would be more than okay. Just the Waddle, I understand it because the upside of Waddle, but to just grab, Gus Edwards, Tony Pollard, someone like that as your 5th running back, I think would be 10 out of 10. But I like it. It's a good team.
Slot 8. Kyler Murray, Austin Eckler, J.K. Dobbins, Devontae Adams, Jarvis Landry, Noah Fant, Chris Carson, Travis Etienne, Raheem Mostert, Melvin Gordon, Robert Tonyan, Michael Gallup, and Rashad Bateman. As wide receiver 2 is very weak. The wide receivers are weak. Unless...
Well, Bateman I do like. I like that pick. I think Gallup's fine. But, yeah, Landry as your receiver 2 isn't going to do it. His RBs are good, but you don't need Melvin Gordon as your running back number 6. You don't need Mostert as your 5. I mean, they're good, but you need a strong number 2 receiver, and I just don't really see it. And then drafting 2 tight ends isn't my thing. I love the Kyler Murray pick, but, Tonyan and Fant, not necessary. Just you drafted Fant early. Go ahead and draft another receiver instead of Tonyan.
Slot 7, Aaron Rodgers, David Montgomery, Myles Gaskin, Tyreek Hill, Allen Robinson, Travis Kelce, Cooper Kupp, Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, Kenyon Drake, Joe Burrow, Devontae Parker, and Rob Gronkowski. Slot 6, Justin Herbert, Jonathan Taylor, Miles Sanders, DeAndre Hopkins, Justin Jefferson, Mike Gesicki, DJ Moore, Tyler Lockett, Ronald Jones, Jerry Jeudy, James Conner, Gus Bus Edwards, and Marvin Jones.
Yeah, I like that team.
Yeah, it's a nice one there.
I like Hopkins, Jefferson, DJ Moore, Lockett, Jeudy. It's probably my favorite receiver core in the whole draft. I'm definitely up there. And then Jonathan Taylor, Miles Sanders, Ronald Jones, James Conner, solid. And then Herbert and Gesicki. Very nice. This is a good team.
Slot 5, Lamar Jackson, Saquon Barkley, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Stephon Diggs, Mike Evans, TJ Hawkinson, DJ Chark, Chase Claypool, Devontae Smith, Zach Moss, Matthew Stafford, Nyheim Hines, and Tyler Higbee.
Yeah.
Solid team there.
Solid team. I don't like the Chark pick in the 7th round, but I like Devontae Smith, Claypool, good upside guys. And then Diggs and Evans are your solid 1 and 2. You got Barkley, Clyde Edwards, Zach Moss. I love that pick. And then Lamar Jackson, Stafford, TJ Hawkinson. That's a good team.
You like Zach Moss?
Yeah. That's the guy, man.
Yeah,
if you're going to go
he's
zero,
going to take over that backfield.
If you're going to go 0 RB and just take receivers early, he's a great target late. Michael Carter, James Conner, Zach Moss. Yep.
Slot 4, Pat Mahomes, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, DK Metcalf, Chris Godwin, Mark Andrews, Odell Beckham, Robbie Anderson, Will Fuller, Michael Carter, Irv Smith, Tony Pollard, Darrell Henderson. I don't like having Josh Jacobs as your number 2 running back. Is that fair or is that mean?
That's fair. No, that's fair for sure.
And I'm not a big fan of their wide receivers either.
That's what happens when you take Mahomes in the 3rd round.
Where's Terrace Marshall? I didn't see him get taken.
No, not in it. It's not very deep league, 10 teams.
This team could have done better.
Yeah, I agree.
Slot 3, Jalen Hurts, Alvin Kamara, Joe Mixon, CeeDee Lamb, Kenny Golladay, George Kittle, Deontay Johnson, Chase Edmonds, Deebo Samuel, A.J. Dillon, Logan Thomas, Matt Ryan, and Michael Pittman, your boy.
Yeah, good pick. CeeDee Lamb as your number 1 off the board is risky, but I like how you followed him up with
Kenny
Golladay and Deontay Johnson.
And they got George Kittle, but, I like this team.
Kamara and Mixon, solid.
Chase Edmonds has that upside.
Yeah, this is one of the better teams, honestly. Like, the starting lineup for this team is deadly.
Slot 2, Josh Allen, Dalvin Cook, David Johnson, Calvin Ridley, A.J. Brown, Kyle Pitts.
Nice.
Julio Jones, T. Higgins, Leonard Fournette, Laviska Shenault, Tom Brady, Antonio Brown, and Devin Singletary.
This guy was sniping us a little bit, huh?
Yeah, you got the Kyle Pitts, Laviska I was looking at. I don't know why he drafted Tom Brady too. David Johnson as your number 2.
Yeah, maybe Leonard Fournette. Yeah, not great. I mean,
A lot
his
of
top
like,
3
Buccaneers.
receivers are Calvin Ridley, A.J. Brown, and Julio.
He double dipped a lot.
Double dipped, got
Triple
Kyle
dipped.
Pitts. Kyle Pitts is cool. I wanted him, but he went right before us.
Let's reiterate our team. Carson Wentz, Christian McCaffrey, Antonio Gibson, Scary Terry McLaurin, Amari, no longer the Pooper Cooper, Dallas Goedert, Najee Harris, Brandon Ayuk, Mike Davis, Damian Harris, Corey Davis, Mike Williams, and Justin Fields with the cherry on top, baby. I like it from top to bottom. We got depth, great depth, actually. I'm happy with everything. And just looking at that running back core, it just makes me real confident, man.
Yeah.
I'd run through a wall for these guys.
Yeah, I love it. I love this team. I'd love to take this team into a fantasy league. I mean, really the only question mark is Carson Wentz and Fields, but, if you can hit on either of them, I mean, you're going to and stay healthy. This is a winning team, honestly. Unbiased. But that's just the way we like to draft. You saw it firsthand from pick number 1 what me and Aaron would want to do. I hope you guys can learn some things, maybe give some feedback on what you would want to do, or maybe what we should do differently, maybe your thoughts and ideas. But, that wraps up our first overall pick.
Oh, you thought we were done? Well, think again, because we're coming at you with the number 2 pick in the fantasy draft. Because, man, we can't get enough of it. I'm itching.
Yeah.
Put it on there.
Itching to draft.
I'm
man.
fiending. I'm fiending for fantasy. Yeah, we're coming at it again. The number 2 pick. Love that beat, man. Pharrell's a genius, man. Literally a genius at producing.
He is, indeed.
Step aside, Dr. Dre. We got Pharrell in the house.
All right, first overall, Christian McCaffrey goes to team number 1. We're on the clock. Pick number 2, man. What are you sniffing? What are you smelling?
I already said it, man. Dalvin Cook is my pick. There's Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara, Saquon. You argue Derrick Henry for the first pick. Are you going to argue for the second pick right now?
Nah, I want Dalvin, dog.
Yeah, man. I'm going to put that guy on skates.
I want that boy Dalvin.
I want that boy Dalvin in there, boy.
Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin with nice hair, man.
Last 2 seasons. 2019, PPR, number 6 running back. 2020, PPR, number 2 running back. That was in 14 games. Give this man a full season, 16 games. We'll be pushing Christian McCaffrey for that RB1 spot. He's the safest pick in the first round, Dalvin Cook.
You know what's crazy?
What?
2019 he had 13 touchdowns. 2020 he had 16. That just makes me feel even better about this pick, man. He's a goal line monster. Ain't no vultures there, man. You get on the goal line, Madison's still huffing bricks.
All right, pick 3, Alvin Kamara. 4, Derrick Henry. 5, Nick Chubb. Interesting. 6, Barkley. 7, Jonathan Taylor. 8, Tyreek Hill. Devontae Adams. 9. Pick 10 at the turn, Zeke and Aaron Jones. Diggs coming back. Austin Eckler. Cam Akers. Joe Mixon. DK Metcalf. Travis Kelce. And Calvin Ridley. We're on the clock again, man.
Was
what
that
do you
the
think?
same turn that 10 did last time?
What was it, Zeke and Jones?
Those scoundrels?
It sure was.
That's a great combo, man.
I know, I love it. Especially Zeke at 10, that's nasty. All right, so we have Hopkins, Gibson, A.J. Brown, Harris, Kittle, Jefferson. Basically the same guys here. I know Hopkins wasn't there for us at pick number 1. but he's here for us now. I don't know what you're trying to do here, but I mean,
Let's grab Hopkins.
yeah. So we'll go ahead and stack Dalvin with D Hop. See who falls to us.
Whoa. So what we have going is DeAndre Hopkins, Antonio Gibson, A.J. Brown, Najee, George Kittle, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Jefferson. I think our... Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I think our thinking right now is we draft DeAndre Hopkins and hope to get Najee on the way back.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan. Definitely snag up RB2 within the first 3 rounds is always the plan. I'm considering Kittle maybe. Maybe take a RB here and hope Kittle falls to 3. But with Hopkins, he's a top 5 receiver. Getting him here in the late second, along with Dalvin Cook, I think is more than fine.
That's nifty.
So you get your RB1 and your receiver 1. So Hopkins is the pick.
We did it.
You know, Mahomes.
Oh, dang it!
Mahomes and Najee Harris.
Man, but, you know, I do love Najee. It's close to my heart. But Antonio Gibson fell to us.
Is that what you're thinking?
Who you got?
I mean, I like Justin Jefferson, man. I really do. I think getting him in the 3rd round is a steal this year. He's going to be a stud. I think he's going to be better than he was last year.
You would pick Justin Jefferson?
I'm going to make a case. Here's my idea. I think Adam Thielen scored, 12 touchdowns last year. He only played so much. He only had, 60-some catches. So that's every 6 catches he has a touchdown, which is not sustainable. So I think for him to regress, Justin Jefferson's going to score more touchdowns, I think is likely. And I think he's going to be a stud. So I wouldn't mind taking Justin Jefferson here, getting him with Hopkins and Dalvin Cook. But
here's my rebuttal.
Also seeing Antonio Gibson here is making my mouth juice.
All right, let's say we take Justin Jefferson. We have a long wait to our next pick. Who you think we settle with, a David Montgomery or Chris Carson?
Yeah, I think you would have to. If they fall, you'd have to hope they fell.
I'm sorry, but that's sacrilegious to me. When you have... That's just too many good running backs to let go.
Fair enough. Well, let's go ahead and take Antonio.
I mean, if we want to do we want to do a scenario? That's fine.
No, I think if we're both in this draft, I think we're taking Gibson.
So you would take Gibson?
Yeah.
If you would, but I would like to see, maybe one day we can.
I'm going to take Gibson because that's what I would do, and hope a good receiver can fall or maybe a good running back. So Jefferson goes right after, A.J. Brown, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, DeAndre Swift, George Kittle, Michael Thomas, J.K. Dobbins, Robinson and Waller at the turn, great picks. Keenan Allen, Chris Carson, Terry McLaurin, Jacobs, Montgomery, Allen, Josh Allen, Amari Cooper. So
we would have been stuck with Etienne, Chase Edmonds, Melvin Gordon, Mike Davis. I'm really glad.
No, Miles Sanders, Kareem Hunt.
I was down. Miles Sanders, Kareem Hunt, Myles Gaskin. We could have survived.
I'd be fine with Sanders as your 2 with Jefferson. Honestly.
Yeah, that's true. I would be all right with that.
But we played it safe. We got our guy. Still some great running backs and receivers. I like Mike Evans. I like CeeDee Lamb. Julio as well. It's a guy we can't overlook. He's going to be a stud. Those are probably the guys there. Sanders, Evans, Jones, and CeeDee Lamb for me, man, are my targets right here at this pick.
Yeah, I like Sanders. I would go Mike Evans or CeeDee Lamb as well. I don't,
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take Sanders and hope one of those 3 receivers fall.
Yeah.
So Sanders, we're going to lock up as our RB3. Godwin and Lamb off the board. That leaves Mike Evans for us as a receiver 2. 10 out of 10. Love it.
Yeah, I'll be able to sleep at night.
Godwin over Mike Evans. Strange, man.
Yeah, who is that?
Wouldn't be me.
Is that Drunk Dirt?
That must be Jock Durton.
No, Jock Durton again, man. We're going to have to kick him out of the league
pretty soon. So Evans is going. We'll see who falls back. But I like the start, man.
Yeah, I'm happy. Robert Woods right after Julio, Myles Gaskin, Kyler Murray, DJ Moore, Mark Andrews, Kareem Hunt, Adam Thielen. Ooh. Now we're in the 6th round. Chase Edmonds, Cooper Kupp, Lamar Jackson, Dak Prescott, Jamar Chase, Kyle Pitts, Travis Etienne, Kenny Galladay, and now we're back. I know what you're looking at.
I think you're thinking Hawkinson,
Yeah,
but I'm not thinking that.
because I ain't doing that, man.
I am kind of thinking that, though, a little bit. Getting him in the into the 6th. Kyle Pitts is off the board. Kind of locks up your tight end. He's going to be the number 1 in Detroit.
Who else is there?
I like Deontay Johnson here. He's making my eyes pop.
Yeah, I'm really starting to like him too. And then Tyler Lockett. Maybe Hawkinson isn't such a bad pick.
He's going to be good. Potential to be a top 2-3 tight end. Easy.
I would take, I don't know, I like Tyler Lockett too.
Let's take Hawkinson and then hope Deontay or Lockett falls. How about that?
Yeah, I like that. Play the numbers, man.
Yeah, that's how you play it.
Play
Roll
the
dice.
numbers, man. Just balance it out. Weigh your options.
Okay, so Lockett's available. He went Melvin Gordon, Deontay, and we're back up.
Let's get Lockett.
Let's lock up.
Would you rather have Lockett or Ayuk?
Lockett?
Yeah.
He's tied to Russell Wilson. And he's your receiver 3. A lot of upside. I like it.
Brandon went right after Odell Bacon, T. Higgins, Mike Dave, Raheem Mostert, James Robinson, Justin Herbert, Russ Wilson. On to the 8th round. Cortland Sutton, Dallas Goedert, Chase Claypool, Juju, Javonte Williams, Aaron Rodgers, DJ Chark, David Johnson. We're back.
Man, I was hoping for James Robinson here, man. That stinks. But
What about Ronnie?
Ron Jones?
Hey, put him in the saddle and let him ride.
Ron Jones, Damian Harris, Leonard Fournette, Debo, Jerry Jeudy, Devonta Smith. I think we get our running back 4 here.
Yeah,
so for me, it's Ron Jones, Fournette, or Damian Harris.
I like Ron Jeremy.
I despise Ron Jeremy.
Ron Jones, I'm sorry. Misspoke.
He's on your mind, isn't he? Ron Jones. We'll take Ron Jones and see where we're at with our 9th pick.
Noah Fant went. Robbie went. Oi. Ooh, someone slapped me.
What do you think?
I don't know. This is an interesting one.
Is it 2 people?
Yeah, I like Debo and Devontae Smith, man.
I'm thinking Jeudy or Devonta Smith.
Oh, you like the Young Bucks.
I like either of them, man, yeah.
Let's go Devontae Smith, bro. Wait. Let's go Jerry Jeudy.
Over Smith?
Actually, I want Devontae Smith.
I'm going to take Smith, receiver 4 on our team. A lot of upside, fun player, and could emerge as the number 1. You know, Judy's still got Sutton, Fant, a lot of weapons there. And I like Smith's upside, so Smith's the pick.
Heisman. Damian Harris went right after Debo, Jerry Jeudy, Brandon Cooks, Leonard Fournette, Will Fuller, Tyler Boyd, Kenyon Drake. Round 10, Curtis Samuel, Zach Moss, James Conner, Jarvis Landry, Logan Thomas, Michael Carter, Trey Sermon, Tom Brady. And here we are.
Jalen Hurts.
Where?
Is the pick here. Jalen Hurts is the pick here.
Oh.
10th round.
I can't do it.
We saw what happened in our last draft.
I can't do it.
Why?
We got too many Eagles, man.
We got 2 Eagles.
Yeah, I ain't like that.
Triple stack, baby.
That's not a team I want to triple stack, man.
Triple stack.
Come on, man. I'm not doing it.
Triple stack, dog.
I mean, I like Jalen Hurts, and I would take him in a situation where we don't have...
You have the number 1 receiver, the workhorse running back, and the running quarterback.
It's not a team I want to triple stack.
So you're saying you would rather have Stafford or Burrow?
Yeah.
Or where do you want to go with this pick? I'm not taking Stafford or Burrow over Hurts, so we're going to have to see Hurts go off the board first. I ain't doing that. No way. That ain't happening. So if we can take running back or receiver here, because the pick is Hurts for me. But if you can find someone to...
I ain't seen anyone, man.
I mean, Chenault.
Laviska, Gus Bus.
I mean, if you want to go Chenault because you're scared of Hurts, and maybe Hurts can go off here in a few at the turn.
No, let's just go with Hurts.
Okay. Like it, man. That's a play.
It ain't as pretty on the paper.
No, he would have went Hurts. He took Stafford and Marquise Brown.
Now can I get Laviska?
Yeah. We'll get Laviska. I like it. Why not? So that's receiving core is pretty scary. Hopkins, Mike Evans, Tyler Lockett, Devontae Smith, and Laviska. A lot of upside. Still looking for our fifth running back here. So I'm liking Tony Pollard, man. Darrell Henderson.
Yeah, Tony Pollard's the easy one.
You like Pollard?
Yeah.
I love Pollard. Pollard's in it. Darnell Mooney, Rob Gronk go at the corner, back on the board. Who's Mr. Irrelevant for our team, man? I'll let you decide it. You don't have any upside guys you want to throw
Take a
on?
risk on?
Yeah, man, let's get tropical on it.
I mean, I like the Rashad Bateman and Pittman.
You like them?
Yeah.
You like Russell Gage?
I like Henry Ruggs.
Antonio Brown?
I don't know. I wouldn't pick Antonio Brown.
So Bateman or
what about Devontae Parker?
What do you want? I mean,
I don't any of those guys. I don't care. This guy's not going to even make this squad. I might cut him before the season starts.
give me your favorite player, man.
Oh, I'd like you to pick... just pick Rashad Bateman.
Yeah. Rashad Bateman. Let's do it, boy.
6'2", 210 pounds. Man.
The electric Keenan Allen.
Yeah, they call him Rashad Mayonnaise Bateman.
I love him. Love that pick. All right, that rounds it up, man. That's our team from pick 2, man. Hope you guys are learning some things. I did notice pick 3 took 6 receivers straight. I just want to throw that out there. They went Ridley, Justin Jefferson, Amari Cooper, Robert Woods, Kenny Galladay, and Brandon Ayuk.
They're onto something.
That is a receiving core if I've ever seen it. And it's a great one.
Let's run it down from the first pick. Well, let's do ours first. Jalen Hurts, Dalvin Cook, Antonio Gibson, DeAndre Hopkins, Mike Evans, TJ Hawkinson, Miles Sanders, Tyler Lockett, Ronald Jones, Devontae Smith, Laviska Shenault, Tony Pollard, and Rashad Bateman. Very solid. Ooh, that team's got me looking like salt of the earth.
Yeah, good.
Slot 1. First pick. Patrick Mahomes, Christian McCaffrey, Najee Harris, Chris Godwin, CeeDee Lamb, Noah Fant, Melvin Gordon, Deontay Johnson, Robbie Anderson, Matt Staff, Marquise Brown, Darnell Mooney, and Rob Gronk.
Yeah, their starting lineup's nice, but they only have 3 running backs on the roster. That's the thing with these teams. They're drafting 2 QBs and 2 tight ends. If you're going to draft, you can only draft 2 quarterbacks or 2 tight ends. You can't do both. It's not going to help you. But doing both, it kind of limits your depth in the key positions with receiver and running back. But they only drafted 3 running backs, man, and I'm not a fan of that.
Slot 3, third pick, Tom Brady, Alvin Kamara, David Johnson, Calvin Ridley, Justin Jefferson, Tyler Higbee, Amari Cooper, Robert Woods, Kenny Galladay, Brandon Ayuk, Damian Harris, Joe Burrow, Jamal Williams. So that was the team with the their wide receivers are freak.
I know, it is, man.
Very freaky. Slot 4, fourth pick. Josh Allen, Derrick Henry, Travis Etienne, A.J. Brown, Julio Jones, Brother Bear, Travis Kelce, Odell Bacon, DJ Chark, Debo Samuel, Trey Sermon, Corey Davis, Naeem Hines, Baker Mayfield. Would you ever do that? A.J. Brown and Julio?
No.
That's kind of cute, though, like their pictures together.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool, but I don't think I would do it.
Is it a cute thing?
Yeah, we've seen it 2 drafts in a row, which is interesting, but I mean, they're 2 great receivers. You're just banking a lot on Tannehill.
Slot 5, fifth pick. Aaron Rodgers, Nick Chubb, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, DK Metcalf, T. Higgins, Kyle Pitts, David Montgomery, Myles Gaskin, Jerry Jeudy, Michael Carter, A.J. Dillon, Irv Smith, Antonio Browns.
This is my favorite team outside of ours. Chubb, Edwards,
Yeah, that's a good
Montgomery,
team.
Gaskin, Carter, Dillon, Metcalf, Higgins, Jeudy, Kyle Pitts, Aaron. That's
Great
a
flex.
great team. Yeah.
Slot 6, sixth pick. Kyler Murray, Saquon Barkley, Joe Mixon, Jamar Chase, Brandon Cooks, Logan Thomas, DeAndre Swift, Josh Jacobs, Mike Davis, Javonte Williams, Mike Gesicki, Mike Williams, and Michael Pittman.
Another good team,
We
man.
got some depth there, boy.
Really good teams.
Yeah, they're starting to smell. Pick 7, slot 7. Dak Prescott, Jonathan Taylor, Cam Akers, Scary Terry McLaurin, DJ Moore, George Kittle, Raheem Mostert, Juju, Leonard Fournette, Jarvis Landry, Gus Edwards, Ryan Tannehill, T.Y. Hilton. Sneeze. Slot 8, pick 8. Lamar Jackson, Austin Eckler, Chris Carson, Tyreek Hill, Michael Thomas, Mark Andrews, James Robinson, Chase Claypool, Will Fuller, James Conner, Jalen Waddle, Trevor Lawrence, Latavius Murray. Not bad, slot 8.
Not bad.
Slot 9, pick 9, Justin Herbert, J.K. Dobbins, Kareem Hunt, Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, Dallas Goedert, Keenan Allen, Cooper Kupp, Tyler Boyd, Zach Moss, Robert Tonyan, Devin Singletary, Devontae Parker.
I like it. I like this team.
Ooh, slot 9, is that Schrantz?
For few players, I'd probably switch out, but overall, I think it's a solid team.
Slot 10, pick 10, Russell Wilson, Zeke Elliott, Aaron Jones, Allen Robinson, Adam Thielen, Darren Waller, Chase Edmonds, Cortland Sutton, Kenyon Drake, Curtis Samuel, Matt Ryan, Michael Gallup, and Marvin Jones.
I don't know what it is with Team 10, but they've been killing
Yeah, they're
the
making
last
some
two
noise,
drafts,
man.
man. I love the Waller, Allen Robinson, Zeke and Aaron Jones, Chase Edmonds, Thielen, Sutton, Russell Wilson.
Who is that?
That might be Dark Betting.
Dark Benton, man. We're going to have to get him a
Man.
contract, man.
These guys have been playing out here, man.
Yeah, man.
Might be drafting with Mike Tagliere, man.
Yeah, and you guys stay tuned because we'll have 3 and 4 picks coming up. Thanks for listening. It's been another episode of Forget What You Heard. We're doing what we love. We're loving what we do. You guys have a great week. Peace, love, and happiness.